Right. Zoned out. Yeah, that's probably about accurate. Why is there a pyramid in Lubra City and why have I not been there yet? Anyway, Sparkleton, shopping mall. The job we have for you is beyond exciting, but just to quickly forewarn yourself, don't forget your safety gear. The Quiddity Hollows shopping mall is located in Sparkleton's Forgotten Quarter, which all got closed down after it was completely engulfed by potentially dangerous volcanic ash during Rushless's brief hurrah. We think it's probably fine now, but it's better to be safe than sorry. We weren't planning to reopen yet, but after the mere name drop-down mall on Watcher is the ideal venue for his pre-awards gala, we realized that once again his brilliance knows no bounds and we had to make it happen. Okay, so these guys are in his pocket big time. Great. Okay, well, we have a annoying ladder and a useful scissor lift. And we have a owl that's been defaced, looks like. Yeah, owl statue body and stuff. I don't know what we should be doing first here in the shopping mall, but my go-to is, well, you've got a big centerpiece like this. I'm going to clean that first. I think I should bring the scissor lift over. Only 1,600 for this? See, the last one feels like it paid well for what it, for how long it took. This one feels like it's ripping me off. Let's gotta try and do some parkour to get up here in the first place. No. I'm just getting caught on geometry and it's really annoying me. Jump. It's not letting me up. Okay. We need to get onto that ledge, perhaps. Nope. Okay. Scissor lift to get up onto the ledge. Scissor lift looks so out of place because of how clean it is. Run and jump. And miss. Okay. You know what? Why are we messing around when we can just do this and then go up as far as we can and then jump onto the damn thing? There we go. Let's not make this any more complicated than it needs to be. I am kind of glad though that the scale of this map feels better. Like, based on like the solar system and stuff and previous scaling, I'm surprised it's not twice as big, like twice as tall. It's actually a more reasonable size compared to likes of the previous maps that we've done. Where everything feels like you're half the height of a normal person. This one actually feels about right. Okay, now let's just go back onto the scissor lift again. Just to go up a little bit to get the angle I need. Clean off the moustache from the owl's face. And do its legs. Okay, I'm not sure what's left on the body. Ah, behind. I haven't been behind it at all. That would do it. There we go, it's the legs done. And the body done. Oh, wise decision. In the shopping mall, clean the owl first. I mean, what else was I gonna do? So if that wasn't the achievement, it damn well should have been. So, good. Vindicated once again. They know me too well. Next thing to do is the stained glass, I think. So, now I think we want to put this down again. Or, if we place this so it kind of aims away, then we can like get a running jump. Nope, that's not nearly tall enough. Okay, up we go. Stand on the owl again. And let's just start doing, well, the ceiling and then the stained glass. We've got to start somewhere. We may as well start from the top and work our way down. There's like a skylight here as well. I think this is going to take us longer than the reward suggests that it should, just because there's a lot of angles to play. I'm really liking the fact that this is not just a big, huge map, it's actually more technical. It's what I've been asking for. Because that was my problem with like the roller disco and the solar system map, is they were just bigger than they should have been. Like the roller disco, which was actually just a nightclub, let's be honest. Didn't need to have the whole atrium area or food court. It just needed to have basically a bar and a dance floor. The solar system was just basically 50% bigger than it needed to be. Okay, we've got some unimaginative graffiti texture, so we're just going to soap over this. I'm sorry, whoever thought this was what you wanted to use. Like, down here, that's cool. These little graffiti bits down the bottom, those are interesting. I'm going to scratch those off with the red nozzle. This sort of weird repeating texture stuff, not going to bother. What are we missing on the counter ledge top? Ah, nothing. Here we go. So, this gets the treatment. Oh, we're almost not able to reach it. That's awkward. Yeah, we can't actually reach it over there. Well, we can if we stand down here. And apparently the orange gauge next to the soap thing that I was wondering what it meant. Apparently it's just how much you can place down at once. There's like a certain maximum amount that you can place down. But then as you clean it away, then that gauge will go up again. Which is interesting, but also weird. I don't get it. I almost feel they should have had a maximum per map instead. Alright. Because it certainly doesn't seem to make any difference. Like, why would it matter how much I've put down? So now we can swipe away this. Lovely. And still doesn't give it to me. There we go. And the window frame, I need to do the sides of, I think. There's the arched wall. Also missing little bits here and there. And yeah, we need to do the outside edges of this. Oh, there's the wall. And now the window frame will need to be done on the other side too, presumably. Yep. Good. Done. Those clouds look really good. They've really just stuck a photo up there, haven't they? Skylight, for some reason, not yet done. There we go. I want to finish off the central bit, probably, or the upper center anyway. That artwork doesn't want to clean. It's annoying. Okay, I need to actually use the ladder properly. Simply because otherwise it's just annoying jumping up again every single time. And why is the wall art not done yet? I don't get it. There must be something that I've missed. That needs the red or something? It's not going down at all. Corner here? In the corner there, apparently. It did not look any different to me. I have no idea what... There we go. That's what. I was about to say I have no idea what the center trim still needs. The underside, I guess, though. I kind of want to do the top layer first, and then we'll come back and do the bottom. Alright. Well, we may as well clean this off while I'm here. What else needs to be done on the wall? So much of this is just going to be because of really annoying angles. There we go. There's the wall done. Oh, almost reached to the other side, but not quite. Yeah, we might end up using the ladder for its intended purpose a fair bit to help us get up and down, especially if we fall off. Oh, hang on. Scissor lift in the middle. That will give me the best view of any of this stuff. There we go. Now extension on. Kurt Asaro, how's life treating you, Luster Wash? It's in real uptick in work since the mayor announced his master stroke, haven't you? Must be booked up for weeks with everyone on the glow up, just fantastic. I mean, kind of? This is where it comes out that the mayor is actually just my alter ego the entire time, with being the bad guy this entire time. We can kind of see a few things outside the windows. Interesting. So we've got this weird whole, like, time travel aliens sort of storyline buzzing along in the background, which makes next to no sense. And then it just doesn't seem to tie in with anything. Like, are we just hallucinating the whole time? What is this? Corridor wall upper. Why is that not separated out better? Yeah, it's all one thing, it seems. What? Why? Corridor wall upper pillar, anyone? Corridor wall upper frame? So many things that should be separate bits. Oh, there we go, there's a pillar. Upper pillar. There we go, good. It's even separate inside the frame. Love it. I got some things right. Should probably park the scissor lift closer, to be honest, to each side. Because I'll probably have to move it around anyway. Especially if I keep falling off. There's the upper. There's such a huge chunk. And the window frame isn't done because we need to do the underside bits here. That's fine. Don't mind that. Okay. Let's just go all the way up closer to the ceiling now. So we can do this other half. Kind of went too close now, actually. There is a sort of benefit in having a little bit of distance. See, they got it right over here with each window segment being separate. Not so much up here. Because this whole thing is the window from both sides. And that doesn't seem right to me. Each of these squares should be its own thing. There we go. Finally. And then we've got another big wall upper as well. Then we've got ceiling arch. Yeah, arched wall and ceiling arch. Yeah, there's ceiling arch. Arched wall we can do from here as well, probably. Nice. Then we've got another huge wall upper here as well. And yet we've got pillar in the corner, but it's not even really a pillar per se. It's just that little skinny bit there. Yeah, that's so weird. I feel that this white bit here should stick out more. It should have been a larger pillar block in the corner. But they're all just part of the corridor wall upper instead. Right, well, we'll get what we can and then we'll just drop it down a little bit to pick up on the rest. The lower angles on everything, like for the window frame and stuff. I'm not even going to try and do the entire windows just yet. I'm just going to try and get this side of things. Do the same thing on this side as well, may as well, rather than going back up again. There's that. pillar. I wish the scissor-lift was just a little bit wider in some ways, but then I liked the fact that it was skinny in the theatre, so... I sometimes get a scissor lift, and I sometimes only have a basic ladder. It's like, a scissor lift almost feels like something I should have had to buy to upgrade, and otherwise all I would have is just a collapsible ladder, and that would all be that I have in order to try and get to upper levels of things. That would have made another aspect of this starting tools only thing kind of interesting, is that then I wouldn't have had that. But then I guess I would have had to get the abseil for the billboard, probably. I don't know, I probably could have done it differently, I just didn't have to. Interesting to know whether I can do it without the abseil. You'd probably be able to do it without the abseil with the more powerful washer, but with the basic washers, then you're probably at the point that you do need to get the abseiler. Okay, there we go. Got the wall upper just from doing that. Now we can work on the window sections and hopefully get the frame as well. Good. So the frame... I was expecting to get the frame. There we go. Good. That's everything for there, other than the ledge top, which we'll work on now. Oh, it goes all the way around. Maybe? Not sure. There's these blue lines that probably separate it up though. Okay, ledge top and then ledge trim. No, these are different. Oh, it'll go halfway through here. Yeah, there's another light there, that's why. Okay, now we need to do this end anyway. Okay, that's good. Get the upper. Now we can hopefully get the window frame. There we go. And now we just need the windows. It's hard to get this one because, there we go, because of the angle that we're spraying at. Good, I think that's everything for this. Unfortunately, if there's the same thing down the other end, we don't know which corridor is which. It would be nice if it said, like, East Corridor and West Corridor. We wouldn't have necessarily known which way we were facing, but at least it would separate it up. Okay, why is the ledge top done? I can understand the trim not being done. I can't understand the ledge top not being done. Okay, whatever. Just needed to go slightly slower at a certain point, it seems. It's a bit inconsistent dirt. Yeah, we've got the light, that's good. The trim I'll have to go down to get it along the bottom, that's fine. But the ledge top not being done along here is annoying. Okay, there we go. Okay, well I think I'm done this area. Maybe? Oh yeah, well that'll be stuff that I need to do from the other side. Alright, so let's move you over to the other side. And while I'm thinking of it, I'll just do, like, okay, that light I think I got done anyway. The trim, we'll need to get these sides, there we go, like so, and like so. Perfect. Fine by me. 20%, no new information, that's a shame. And underside is not done either. Why not? Ah, in the corners. Do have to take it a little bit slower, I think, in some sections. some tough stains along here. Soap is what I'll resort to if I really can't tell why something is not clean. I can just spray some soap across it and it'll only stick to the things that are missing. The lights. There we go. A lot of the time I just need to linger on things just slightly longer. There we go. Figured that pillar wouldn't take much either. Cool. Yes, that's one half done. Now we just need to do this side. And yeah, let's just clean the windows as much as we can. I didn't look out the windows more. Down the other side I could see that you can see out a little bit. There's like some trees and stuff. I was going to see what else I could see. Be nice if there was like a dome in the middle that you could have gone up. But it does feel definitely that like there's only maybe 5 more maps to go from what I can tell. Certainly from like the trophy cabinet hints, the idea of how many free spaces we have. Feels there's only 5 or so jobs to go, including this one. But it feels we have a lot of loose ends that have been introduced to us that we're never getting tied up. Maybe some of them were never meant to be loose ends anyway. You just can't tell what's actually just a one-off and what is meant to be related to the plot. Like, there's the whole mining thing with the dump truck and stuff. There's the geologist who went off to research some stuff. We haven't heard from Harper in a while, I don't think, since the temple where we kind of delved into the shenanigans going on there. And then, of course, there's the whole mayor thing. They touched briefly on the fact that the cat, we're kind of obliged to give back, but we don't really want to. And then there was some lawyer that we got some advice from. Almost feels like we should have pursued that a little bit more. I can see the roof of something else out there. Oh, that's just the roof of this. That's just air conditioning units outside. Okay, never mind. Shouldn't get excited about that. Okay, there's the window. Good. And then the archway. Good. And then the wall that's very featureless. I think this could do with a... I don't know, some sort of mural or something would be nice. Anything that wasn't nothing, basically, would be nice. There's the arched wall, and then we've got the arched wall pillars. So the main thing with the uppers is just to get the upward facing angles, like the frame and stuff. There's the pillar. Then there's the ledge top, which is separate anyway. Okay. Next up, we'll drop it down and get the lower angle on things like the window frame and stuff, and then we'll have a better view of the... Why did it freak out? Is there a cat down here or something? I can't even see it. It's probably in the window of a shop or of a store. There's no way that I can target it anyway, but it's just gonna make my washer freak out for no reason. Okay. Doesn't feel like we've made much progress because it's been a long time since I made it something that ding. But the idea is that we should be able to achieve quite a lot now. Let's just clean a bit more of this like ledge top as well. Okay, we've got to drop it down a little bit, because otherwise we're just knocking into things. And now we can get the underside angle on all of these upper pieces and the window frame. There we are. Perfect. Yeah, now we reap the rewards. And get all of the dings. Oh, 30%. Realize how much difference one man has made, sweeping in and giving the whole county a proper shakedown. Yeah, this guy is such a toady for the mayor. Haven't felt this much energy about the place since, well, since ever. I mean, credit where it's due, I guess, if it energizes the area and people are getting involved in things. Bad people can sometimes do good things. I still don't feel there's anything wholesome about it. I'm sure there's an ulterior motive somehow. I'm not quite sure what's going to go on with that whole thread. I do not trust the mayor in the slightest. But, yep, from their perspective, it's been a success. And I've appreciated the boost. But it's kind of sad that that's what it might have required to make people motivated to actually clean up. Is some shady dude proposing some facetious competition. Like, you couldn't just take pride in your county or your towns anyway? That's pretty sad, bro. It's just... it's kind of depressing. You couldn't just keep a clean town because that's what your people deserve? Maybe the mayor's out here playing some sort of Judas role, where technically, yeah, they are kind of the bad guy, but what they're doing is actually necessary, and yeah, they're giving us the enablement of what we need to actually do what is required of us for the sake of, like, the volcano stuff and all of that. If it wasn't for that, we wouldn't have any relevance, and no one would be getting us involved in anything, so, you know, in a twisted, sort of circumstances, he is a necessary evil. Good, that's the trim done anyway. Underside done. Nice. What have I missed on the underside? Just the angles. So why was my thing freaking out over here? I'm confused because I don't see a cat or anything. Unless they're outside, but I can't see outside. Maybe if I was on the ledge and looking down I would see them. Who knows? Seems crazy. Be interesting to go around and look at all these stores as well. Local expedition, so this is a sort of holiday shop. Alright. Hiking days at Mount Rushmore. Not meant to be doing the lower levels. Meant to be finishing off the upper level. How was I gonna do... Oh yeah, because I already did that bit from the top of the owl. I need to go back up on there again, probably, to finish doing that bit of the roof. Maybe we start at the end and work our way down, though. Still wish each of these panels was a ding. Just saying. Especially when the side window bits. These are independent panels, like they should be. I'm also not sure where those windows are even going, because it's clearly closed in out this side, because there's the air conditioning and stuff, so... What's the point of these? Yeah, arched window, but it's just nothing the other side of it. It's weird. And no ding. Okay, need to tidy up some of the little pieces that I've missed, it seems. There's some tougher stains somewhere that I didn't see. Even on the windows? Doesn't look like it. Okay, what have I missed? There we go. No idea what I missed, but I got it in the end. Maybe we should try and do these in 2 sections instead. Rather than try and do the whole stretch all at once. I could probably focus on things a bit better if it did it half and half instead, perhaps. I don't know, it worked. So I just think I just needed to go a little bit slow over some sections. It's easy to be impatient when it's big featureless things like that. Nice. Let's do the ceiling arch now. Did we get the... Oh yeah, it isn't even window... Oh, that's why. Yeah, I was thinking there was the window and window frames, but of course, because it's not separated up, the window frame isn't separate. And I think what I'd missed was bits of dirt on the frame. I hadn't paid enough attention to those. Possibly same with this arch here. Quite possibly. It's hard to see sometimes whether or not you've actually cleaned one of these sorts of areas because the spray just covers it up. Oh, the cats are all the way out there hanging out by the van, so I don't know why my washer was freaking out earlier. Must have just been the angle. It's just like clipping against something awkwardly. Who knows? See the skyline in the distance there? I feel we missed out on not having enough urban locations. Like even this feels like it's kind of in the outskirts. It would have been cool to have something where you were maybe surrounded by some tall buildings. Okay, I might need to go either side to get some of these frame pieces here. There's still quite a lot needed to be done with that. Yeah, arched window frame. It's not going to be just the underside of this, I don't think. Get that arched wall done at least. Job is available. Okay, 40%. Dirt finder. If you can get to the old freeway on the double, I'll be tempted to pay you double. No promises. What the hell is that? Okay, well at least that'll be a small one. Because we had the ski resort, which was a decent size. It was like $2.5 grand or something. But then the limousine was pretty quick. Despite being a $500 job, it was actually pretty quick. Like it was certainly faster than a third of this level. Just clean that bit of window in advance, why not? Okay, just clean most of the windows, turns out. Wasn't trying to. Just trying to get the angles for the window frame, but okay. And the ledge top, and because we parked this around the other way... Oh, it just went up to the end anyway. Alright. There isn't a light in the middle on this side. Interesting. Good. It's that ledge top, and there'll be the trim here, which should be good to go. Yep. And then don't get too distracted by the window frame and stuff, because we'll be coming back to do that after we drop this down a little bit. Good. We won't be able to do the rest of the trim though, I don't think, because the scissor lift barrier is in the way. Maybe. No, not quite. Yeah, there we go. Funny. Didn't even bother trying on the other side. Because down here is where we then pick up the upper. Been a little bit messy over some of it, but here we go. It's been pretty generous in the past. Oh, there's the window. Window frame is where we come in here and get this. There we go. Lovely. Then we get the windows. That's how we expect it to go, instead of getting the windows in advance. Good, that's that side done. Now this, the windows are independent. So I don't know why they are not done more comprehensively, but never mind. It's just because of the angles we're working with. Nice. And now the frame. We've done all of the windows except for the one at the bottom now. There we go. Oh, and I think the one on the right. Yeah, that one we've done. This one we haven't. There we go. And now the trim. Good. So now here, yeah. This is why these aren't done. So the window frame still needs to be finished as well, somehow. Yeah, I'm less clear on why the window frame is not finished. That seems fine. Oh, there we go, top angle. Okay, well that's that. And now we just need to move this along here more. Get it in the middle of this next section. That's too far. Around there. And on to the next boring set of windows. See, now the side bits I find much more interesting. These windows are the really boring sections. And yeah, I need to make sure that I go over the frame bits properly as well. It's not just the windows I'm trying to do. It is also what should be the framing. Should be 12 window segments and then a lattice work window framing. It's like that on others. I don't know why it's not like that on this one. Okay, well that's half done, and then we'll work our way through this half on this side. This one feels like the dirt is tougher, or maybe I'm just parked a little bit further away. And we know the drill by now. Alright, let's do this side now. So we've still got to do the ceiling windows as well on this side. This arch, did we actually finish that? We did, so that's all just dirt actually in the windows. Okay, good to know. Right, let's get this all done. Well, there's the ceiling arch. So what did we miss on the window? It could be either side. There we go. Whatever it was, we got it. This is a bit lower than it all probably should have been as well. We can stand on the railings at least. Then we're probably not getting the top angles on the window frame properly. Nope, 50%. Alright. All done. You guys are mucking with it, still a bit wary of him, but maybe you just weren't ready for his ideas yet. What? Embezzlement? Fraud? Stealing? What I've seen happening here has been win, win, win. Yeah, that's how they get you. And is that because you're in his pocket? The dangers of the cult of personality. Okay, I think we've done everything. Windows and stuff, yep. Yep, and upper wall got dinged as well. Perfect. So now we can do the ledge top. And there's the lights. Top and trim. That should be pretty much everything for the top layers. Oh, I've got to do the whole, like, central area as well. Yeah, center ledge. Got to do all of that stuff. Oh, we haven't done the windows over this side yet. There's the upper. There's the frame. No. Good, that's all the windows done, I think. And do the trim. Good, got the light done as well. Nice. Okay, what's the best thing to do here? Let's get back on top of this owl again for now. Just because I think that this might be the best spot to do these bits here, because we can't get the scissor lift down behind where the owl is, I don't believe. So we're just going to have to scratch our way around with the red for a little while, but it does clean it quickly, so not too worried. Well, this bit's close enough, we can use the yellow still. And then it just gets too sharp an angle, pretty much. It's really hard to tell the depth as well, because the colour is just so neutral. Ceiling arch is done anyway, it's all just the ceiling, which is very large because they didn't think to section it up. I feel it could have been sectioned into pieces across the corners as well. Would be nice. It's just so boring, it's just plaster or whatever, just paint. This should get the ceiling done, I think. Right? Must have missed some bits just in the like, bits by the arches and stuff. Entirely possible. Must have. There's going to be a few rough spots that we've missed various places, but it's going to be really annoying to try and get them to clean them, I think. Let alone... Oh, there we go. Let alone find them, he says. Finding it immediately. Good. Well, that's why they call me the Dirt Finder. Yeah, this is where, once again, I think we just want to actually use the red. Because we've got to get the top angle on this frame bit here. That's kind of where we want to use the soap, though, on the artwork. Because otherwise it's just rubbish. Okay, why is the ledge top not done? Ah, it is. You could probably use the scissor lift for some of this stuff, though, to be fair. Okay, good. Got the top. The trim is kind of academic at that point. There isn't any tagging on the artwork, so that's nice. Alright, then other wing. Well, we're almost done the top story, and then we've just got the bottom story, which at least we don't need to worry about what we're going to stand on and things like that. But it is going to be very tricky. But we're over halfway done now. I don't know what's missing. Okay, apparently that. I still don't know what was missing, but it is no longer. Good. Now we want to just go over to these bits here, I guess. And just do the rest. You can do it from up close and personal. There's the art. Then we just need to do this from the other side as well. There's the wall. Frame is taking a bit more convincing. There we go, it was underneath. Okay, that's it for that. Over here, this one has stupid graffiti. So does the one over the other side. Oh. Good. And then the artwork itself. There we go. And then looks like also that the trim's not done. Doesn't matter. We can do the trim from down below. Over here. And all of this. Don't know why I have the extension on again. And angles. There we go. Okay, upper center wall. I'm not sure what's wrong with you, and I'm not sure what's wrong with the art either. Art probably is just some residual stuff that the soap didn't stick to. Who knows? Wall was just a little bit in the corner. Ah! Okay, here we go. Something in the corner. I couldn't see what it actually was. Doesn't matter though. Okay, I think we're done for the upstairs. So that's good. Just trim. Go around and do all the undersides now. Just need to go slowly across a lot more of this stuff, it seems. I mean, I am near the end of the maps, so I'm not surprised that I'm now encountering more things that I really am expected to have a better level of washer for. Graffiti, I'm just using the soap on because it's just so unimaginative. Good. I like those column decorations. Getting a bit carried away on this wall. Never mind. We're probably going to do either the front door last or the fountain. Like, we've done the owl, but we can do the whole, like, fountain area. Do that all last or something. Or we just do the floor last. We'll just be old-fashioned about it, and we'll just do the floor last. We just expect to be able to do every bit as we get to it, right? There we go. These shop frontages and stuff are going to take longer. 1, fiddly angles. 2, graffiti. Tim's Toolbox. Fantastic. There's a place like called pretty much that I saw in Osaka. No, Hiroshima. I don't know whether they were intentionally like making a sort of reference to Tim the Tool Man or not, but 60%. It's so frustrating hearing people in funeral complaining that nothing's happening there, but they just have to be patient. What is this? Trickle-down economics? The ripples are on their way. That's like all of the investment in the central city that goes on here. The idea that it somehow trickles down or ripples its way to the outer city areas like where I live. So, no, it doesn't. It's just people who only think about the central city area and not caring about the outer areas, which is why the governments should be split up. Because I am not interested in the bulk of my rates, being our, like, land taxes, going to just constant investment in the central city. So I do not care. I don't go in there very often. If I do, it's purely just to visit something and then get out again. I don't commute anymore, and I don't want to have to ever again. I think it's stupid that so many people still are required to. When all the amenities around our area get completely neglected. Never mind, a rant over. There's no point getting into that. Let's just chill. That's my alarm to take a short break. So I'll be back shortly. Door frame as well. Good. And doorstep. Well, we're going to get plenty of dings along here at least. We've got these sort of pillars and decorations and stuff. It's all a little bit over elaborate, but I do like the kind of Art Deco style. Yeah, getting the various things from the doors and stuff at least. I should try and do the undersides and stuff as well first. I think some of them I just needed to go a little bit slower over. I keep getting a little bit frenetic and trying to rush over things, and I shouldn't expect to be able to do that. It'll be a lot better for everyone if I just go steadily. By now, they will be expecting that I will have the best washer in the game. And, like, different nozzles as well. Like, the adaptive nozzle. So I don't even know how that works. I haven't even tried it. Didn't even try it. I don't think it was in the demo. It was like the spinning disc one in the demo. And I wasn't too impressed by it, must be said. Things like this, where I'm like, struggling to find the tiny spot that I didn't quite clean properly, just wouldn't happen. Sometimes it's just angle. Other times it's because I have gone over things just slightly too fast. Okay. Columns. There's some more graffiti down there. It's the last bit of trim, I think. And the underside we don't quite have. Ah, there's a bit along the top of the artwork, that's why. Right, let's just work our way around the shops now, I think. If we need to pull out the red for some of the paint and stuff, then so be it. There's the door step, so the door itself, presumably. Ah, it'll just be because I need to do like this. Yeah. Then we need to do this for the window. There we go. Nice. Page and Turner's bookstore. I love it. with like graffiti of a bookworm that I kind of want to keep. Like that should just be their logo. I don't want to clean that off. Just some noises outside with the back part of the cyclone hitting us, don't mind me. I believe that was just a palm frond knocking onto the roof. I was wondering whether it was the... We have a green garden waste bin. I thought that maybe that had come wandering. I should actually bring that inside. Might be too late for that now, to be honest. So I don't really want to open up the garage door in this sort of wind. I might put it in the shed instead, perhaps. Also not something I necessarily want to open up, though. We have a palm tree that sits out the front of the property, and it just keeps dropping fronds. I keep meaning to get rid of it. I really should have gotten an arborist in to just take care of the damn thing by now. Just need it ripped out and removed. Why is this not clean? Ah, okay, a little bit on the bottom there. Lower window frame, good. Okay, fine. We'll just have to clean this off here. Rude. It's hard to follow a clean line against it on glass as well. There it is. Sad. Entrance might be what I do last. No, I was probably going to do the fountain last, wasn't I? Then we can do the entrance door, window, and floor last. We'll expect to have those as our final 3 checklist. Of course, the wall is graffitied with this rubbish. I am not wasting my time with this stuff. It is too lazy, so I will be too. Good. Given that I'm fairly sure with a better washer, it would have just come off straight away anyway. That is kind of the advantage in some ways of using a lower powered washer on some levels, because I would have to have used just like the white nozzle to go over this window here, for example, to not disrupt this graffiti. Not that I really care about this one because it doesn't seem to say anything. So that one's a bit lazy, but maybe not lazy, but certainly uninspired. But the other one with the cute bookworm and stuff, I just wouldn't have even seen it unless I went over with just like the white nozzle first. Because the yellow with the best washer almost certainly just cleans it straight away. It'll just clean off pretty much everything except maybe the hardest stains. Maybe rust, you still have to go slowly across it. But even that, I doubt it makes much difference. It'll just be like hot knife through butter. Butter. I'm not sure if it was meant to say something, or maybe it would say something if it was from the inside instead. That looks like a Y at the end here. It's got to get slightly different angles to actually check that I've cleaned it all off, looks like. Oh, there's a little bit. Ah, there we go. There's a bit of stuff down the bottom as well. There's these plaques, but they don't have anything written on them. It's weird. Doorknob, door window, second window will do with the rest of the door frame, window, door and window, good. On to the column. Annoyingly, the floor border is not separate, even though it has a separate colour and a trim line. It's not its own thing. It's all just entrance floor instead of entrance floor border. That's a bit lazy as well. I'm sure that the developers or map designers of the game don't appreciate being called out as lazy, but I don't know what else you would call that. It's certainly an oversight. Someone did not pay quite enough attention. Because, yeah, why would you have, you know, the plaque and that? Those are all separate. It's these windows instead of all being part of the door, though that's inconsistent across levels as well. Why are these not different? Why is this all one piece? It's different texture, it's different colour, it's... It's just the little things, eh? Ding, 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 ding. And doorstep. Yeah, there we go. Did I get the doorstep on this? No. So, thought I didn't know that. We have moved. Store is closed. Excited to welcome our new, larger premises in vibrant East Buckerton. Decision has no way been made as a result of recent geological forecasting, suggesting that Sparkleton lies in the direct path of volcanic fallout from Mount Rushliss, and it has always been our intention to open our brand to exciting new avenues like Walker Street, Buckerton. Uh-huh. Like, why did you feel you even needed to put that fine print? I thought that the wall hadn't dinged either. Just getting dings on the other one and wondering, you know, did I get it on that? No, I did not. These little alcove bits are really annoying. Could they not have had the store go right up to the column? Good. Before I forget, let's do these bits on window. So hopefully we can get that. It's going to be hard to tell if I've missed anything. Ah, I've missed some bits by the frame there anyway. There we go. Good. Well, that's all the storefronts down there done, so that's good. Now we'll do the frame and artwork on here, which again we will just be soaping over this art frame bit. And off it comes. There we go. Got the frame at the same time too. Nice. Thought I was going to have to crouch down and get the underside of that. Yeah, it's the wall. Capital. So we're steadily cleaning things exactly as we expect to as we go. Like green stuff over here though. So, and we got like moss growing or something. I wonder if the whole, like, volcano and stuff was all intentional on the mayor's part in the first place, right? If it caused all of this stuff to be effectively evacuated, did he then, like, invest in things after they're dropped in value? Did he buy up a bunch of this land or something? And now he's doing his whole rejuvenation thing, and then he's going to award the prize to drive interest and make prices go up and everything, and then he can make more money off rents and stuff. Like, because that seems really, really plausible. That seems like just the sort of thing a crooked businessman turned politician would do. Not that there would be any parallels to real life about that sort of scenario in any way, shape or form, I'm sure. Like that would have to just be pure fiction, right? There's no way anyone would do that for real. And then I don't know what the whole gambit is with the gemstone again now. And like prompting the perhaps things to erupt again, or are we going to end up with like a Majora's Mask situation where the moon comes crashing down? I don't know. It's apparently spinning for some reason. Faster than it should. Like the moon always spins, but it tends to spin at the same rate as it faces Earth because they are tidally locked systems. So for it to be doing anything else is concerning, to say the least. So it'd be interesting to see how they've worked that in, if they even have. Or is that just going to be a throwaway thing that is simply a side effect of how they rendered the skybox on that ski resort level, and actually has nothing to do with anything in the story and is not going to be resolved? Also wouldn't surprise me. It's really hard to tell what's going to be relevant and what isn't, because it was like the stone circle thing that there was like the theories of what it could be, and then it was nothing. Nothing happened. Good. And the doorstep. Good, I think that was the last bit to do in the corner there. Now I've just got the column. Jessica's. It's like an antique store or something? Yeah, antiques and collectibles. Is that the original place where we were getting all of our stuff from? I feel that was someone who had relocated and was setting up a used place. I can't even remember all of the lore that's been presented to us thus far. I've been playing this game over a period of months, I think. Now I completely lost track. Can't remember when I started playing this game now. I think it was last year. Good. It's the wall. What we can of the floor up to at least this point here. And then yeah, we transitions from corridor floor to center floor at least. But still no distinction between the border. Now ladder we can't actually put away anymore. It's going to be in the way here, but I can just go down there. There's a lot of graffiti around the center here for some reason. The undersides need to be done as well. The capital's done. Good. At least this is interesting graffiti. This is like, can we leave that there? Because that looks nice. Maybe it just needs to be incorporated into a better artwork, but it's at least a nice start. Unlike the stuff that's on here. Yeah, even the red didn't do it comprehensively. We'd need to go really slowly over it with the red. I cannot be bothered with that. You underneath, yep, okay. This though, I don't mind going slowly with the red over, because you've actually put some thought into it. Yeah, man. Don't make me do everything. There. All but the final little flick at the end. Okay, whatever. Once again, wishing I had a 45-degree angle. Come on. There we go. Good. We'll wash over this to at least expose what's underneath. Benefit of the doubt in case, hey, maybe it's something interesting. No. No, it is not. Doesn't even make anything interesting in silhouette or anything like that. What am I missing on the underside as well? Something that I cleaned. Okay. So the sheer number of times that happens is just amusing. What am I missing? Ding. Okay. Good. So I'm just going slightly slower than all I needed to do there. Oh, and someone played a game of noughts and crosses and actually managed to win. I mean, that just means that your opponent made a mistake. I can't get the art frame though, apparently. Ah, there we go. Good, and then the supposed art itself, which has been vandalized anyway. There we go. Goodbye. Alright, so who started here? Must have been Noughts started. Where do you think they went first? Did they go like this here? And then crosses went like that without even thinking? And then as soon as you're on the back foot, whoever gets to go second gets the advantage. So they go there, forcing crosses to go there. And then the play then is if you go in the middle, you win two ways. So I don't know what happened there. Yeah, that isn't even a game that makes sense, because if you go there, you win two different ways. Then crosses has to go either here, or then you win by going there. And you have to go there, because otherwise they win by going there. So I don't understand how that game's state came to be. And that's an annoying piece of music. So I'm not quite sure how that game state came to be, but I'm probably overthinking things. I'm sure there's some permutation where, yeah, especially if it's a case of Circle didn't realise their advantage and didn't push it, perhaps. That also happens. Alright, gonna have to move our scissor lift again. I should actually do the floor over here. Now that we're finished with everything else, we should do the floor over here. We'll don't go up the ladder. I was hoping to get into the corner here. There we go. Clean the floor, and then we can park the scissor lift on this floor, and we just don't have to worry about it being in the way at all, because we're done with this corridor. And then we're working on the next corridor. And then once we've finished that, we'll do the fountain. Once we're doing the fountain, we'll then do the entrance corridor, and the doors, and the floor, and it's done. Ah, 80%. Hello. Talk about perfect timing. Just as everyone's moping about after the theft of the merman's gems, the mayor comes up with this genius scheme. Yeah, you don't think the timing is awfully convenient? Now ask anyone, there'll be merman? What merman? All I care about right now is winning Town of the Year. It's almost like it was a distraction. That's the thing, is I do want to just press on with this game now and just find out what's happening at the end. There we go, good. Got the corridor floor done, so you can now come over here and just be there. Fantastic. Let's do this corridor now. It gets to that point in a game where you're so close and you're getting all the teasings about the finish, and you just want to know how it ends, and you just want to finish it off. That won't be today. I'm not going to keep streaming all day just to finish it off, especially since I bet that the final levels are massive again. But I do want to finish this off. I want to not have it hanging over my head. How we achieve that, I'm not sure. I mean, I could have done this by now if I hadn't started playing Planet Crafter again, but I wanted to look at the toxicity DLC. Ideally, I want to do it before they drop their V2 update, but then they just did that last week anyway, so never mind. Now we have all the V2 changes in toxicity as well. They don't impact it very much though, so that's fine. It's mostly changes to the older areas anyway. Just a few quality of life changes that affect it, which is fine. But it was also because that's an easier game to just stop wherever you please, whereas this I prefer to go until I actually finish a level. Some notable exceptions in the past, but that's generally what I prefer to do. We've made a few two-part episodes because we weren't able to finish them off cleanly in one day. And then with the solar system, I also wasn't able to finish it off cleanly in one day, but I got like 80% of the way through. So I just edited it together anyway, even though it was actually across 2 streams. It's just a really long video. But there was no helping that with some of them. We'll see what the next level is anyway after we've finished doing this. Assuming I'll probably get some like new furniture as well. If I get some new furniture as well, then I'll take a look at that. And then I'll have a little peek at what the next level is. I mean, if it's really, really cheap, if it's like a $200 job, I might just do it anyway, just to get it out of the way. And we'll be one step closer to the final levels, because I'm guessing there's going to be some big ones, and I'd like to know about that in advance. I want to be able to plan my streams accordingly. So, okay, I know it's going to be big, so we know when to actually play that out. There we go. That's why it's annoying when you only have one job unlocking at a time. I feel there should always be able to be 2 on the go. At least until you get to a crucial point. Like at this point, I guess it makes more sense that maybe you only have 1 on the go at a time. So there seems to have been multiple story threads, and not all of them relate to the main storyline, and where that's the case, I feel you should be able to have 1 map from each story thread on the go at once. So you could even have like 4 maps available because you've got branching storylines that don't relate to each other directly. But once you get to a certain point, like, yeah, you might only have 1 left because you've closed off all of the other avenues. Well, that's on you at that point. At least then it would be my own fault, right? I was thinking it was underneath the window was why it wasn't clean. Okay, now I don't know why it's not clean. For some reason, corridor wall is not clean. Is it up here? No, but that's the capital, okay. Fine. What am I missing? Oh, is it along the bottom? Ah, it's along the bottom. There we go. I thought I'd already done that. Obviously not. Almost done. Well, imagine a ding at that point as we do the actual floor area, and now we have the corridor floor border that we will imagine. There we go. Right, we need to do the fountain still. Ugh, okay. Well, at least that's a break from all the floor. So I think we need to get up onto the top level again, perhaps. We've got the ladder set up, we may as well use it. Probably have to do it from the other side as well. There's the plinth, and then there's the plinth base. Okay. Then there's the perch that is apparently not done yet. Why? We don't know. Okay, well, there's the plinth base. Oh, right underneath the middle. Of course. Okay, what's the best way to do this? Probably just standing on it. Extension off. Green's probably good enough. Or you can just do it looking ahead each corner. Green is not good enough. Let's do the yellow. We should know better. Cool. Ding ding. Right, then we can do the outside. So do we move around, or we do everything from one side and then move around? If we do that. Even that has like Nautilus decorations and stuff. Nice. The decorations are cool, but they are all the same. It's a little bit unimaginative. And there's the column base. Excellent. Good. So now we want to do the top and the inside. So much as I appreciate the scale of the mall overall, this fountain still does feel a bit big for where it is. There's not much room to walk around it. 90%, good. Officials are claiming that seismic activity has started back up on the moon for the first time since the dinosaurs. Who's Karen Chassel? Is this someone I should know? It's not the person that I was expecting. Is this the geologist? Whole moon's ringing like a bell. The vibrational rise I'm sensing down here at Rushless is connected. I know it. Yeah, this is the geologist, I think. So that probably leads on to another next job, I would guess. And this turns out to be the crossover that actually Planetcraft exists in the same universe, and someone has been terraforming the moon. Turns out the moon was the toxicity planet all along. Or Selenia. It's not many more complicated bits to go now, that's for sure. It's just the fountain exterior and the floor around here. It's just... the last 10% is not going to be difficult. It's just going to be a bit tedious, just scraping away at the floor. Once again, could be improved by just having some pavers or a mosaic here and there. Something to break the monotony and make us feel like we're having a little bit more success. Let's go around here and start working the other way now, actually. Kind of works better with the right-handed angle anyway on the fountain. Almost done center floor. Here's the fountain reservoir with again a plaque with nothing written on it. Outer wall and base. Fountain plus 10. Excellent. I don't think either of the corridors had a bonus attached to it, unfortunately. There's the center floor. Good. There's quite a bit left to be done there. Oh, hello. You're flashing. Lower window frame is not done. Why not? Oh, okay. Well, apparently that's why not. I didn't see why, but hardware shop wall. Okay, there we go. There's a few random bits that I'm just seeing not quite done around here. Good. Because we are expecting... oh, you're another one that's not on. We are expecting to have... oh, clothing shop. There we go. Oh, so have we not gotten the hardware shop bonus yet? Here, there we go. Hardware shop bonus. Bookshop door frame isn't done. Did we miss every single bonus? Yeah, bookshop wall, you're not done either. There we go. Yep, bookshop bonus. Electronics shop. Maybe we got the bonus for that one? I'm not seeing anything for electronics shop. Clothing shop we just got. Okay. Because yeah, I think we're expecting a checklist by now. Center ledge top. 4 out of 5. Huh? Oh, let's go up the ladder. Which one? Center ledge top. The one I'm standing on for some reason. Okay, there we go. Center ledge top. Corridor column capital and corridor display window frame. Okay, now things that are like 99% done. U. There we go. And display window frame. One of these is not done. You are not done. Not done very well at all. There we go. Okay. Now what? Door frame, window, floor, antique shop, lower and upper window frame. Okay, so we didn't do very well on either of those things. There's the lower one. There's the upper one. There we go, antique shop +2. Alright, and then I thought that there was only 3 things left. There's actually 4 things left on the entrance, it seems. Because there's the door window, and door frame. So we'll do the floor first, and then we'll be left with all the door stuff. Floor is going to be so tedious, isn't it? Such a long floor with nothing in it. Could have done with some flower boxes, or seats, or just some mosaics, something to break the monotony. Well, you know, just clean up to about there or something and then turn around and go the other way, I think. And now we're splashing all the water back inside again. It's after 2 o'clock. I didn't have to do this job today. I could have left it. I could have finished early instead. But I just wanted to get another one in the bag. And then we've got what looked to be a short job after this that maybe we just quickly whip through if it's going to be like a half-hour job or something. Just so that we can unlock more, basically. It would just be purely to see what's coming next. Unless we do get another big job from completing this one. If we get 100% and we get another big one, and we can see that the vehicle one is just an also-ran, then that's fine. We don't try and do anything else. If we were going to get another job by now, I feel that would have come at like 90% though. Or the vehicle would have come later. There we go. Entrance door, door frame, and window. And we get the heroic finish. There's the frame. And the other frame. And the window. And the door. And the door. And the window. Job complete. New items in the shop. Okay, so no new job. But we do get some furniture. Oh, and this is a weird angle. We just disappear for long periods of time and float in midair. Like, on the one hand, I appreciate the equipment not being visible, but it also looks stupid. So, ka-ching, shopping mall looks fantastic. Thanks, Illustrawash. We'll just get the guys in with their Geiger counters to give it the all clear. Sorry, what? And then we're all ready for the mayor. Apparently there's talk of a light show, and all light shows to be at the end of the award ceremony. Knowing our mayor, it will be. You heard it here first. What's he got planned now, then? Alright, well, let's go to home base and check the furniture and clear that. What do we got? Gothic table, okay. And that's it? Yes, that's it. I wonder if these unlock in a random order or something, because they don't appear to have any connection with what I was just doing. Alright, so what was the little thing that we've got? Something in Lubricity. Futuristic bike. Apparently I'm supposed to give you some nonsense about we were trying to break the land speed record when something bad happened, but I'm past caring at this point. Let's be honest, you don't care anyway, you're just here for the cleaning, right? Okay, it's a $200 job. Let's just get it out of the way. What's this going to do or turn into, I wonder? I feel this is something's gonna happen with this, right? Hello, Rocky McGee. How long do you think this will take? 10 minutes? Boss wants to know how long it's going to be. I'm back out on the sand trying to break that land speed record. Are you really, though? Is that what you're actually doing? We're just going to use soap to clean off all that gunk at the back, I think. I don't mind cleaning some little bits of it out here and there. Like, are you actually story related or are you just obliquely related? Okay, 20% already. You know what, actually, I'm done with that guy. I'll say what I want. Okay, yep, cool. So what's going on? Let me guess, something to do with the mayor? We're getting some goss? Finally? Good, got the windscreen done. And the headlight. Does look cool. I do like this design. Crystal powered. Doesn't deserve my loyalty after what he's put me through. Okay. Suspension. Let's get in behind here. I'm assuming that I need to clean the tires behind there. I'm just gonna go over a full pass with just like the yellow and just clean off what we can, and then I can just spray soap all over the damn thing and loosen off everything else. We'll see what we can get cleaned first. Because it's not a challenge run if all you do is just spray soap over everything in the first place. 50% already. Years I've had to live in the woods, away from it all after he messed it up so bad. Years. This has got to be to do with the mayor. And that means that he's the guy who's been, like, in the forest or in the woods or something. And was, like, at the tea rooms and stuff. So are we getting everything all, like, tying together now? I hope so. I hope that's what's happening. Why are you not clean? There we go. And also, can I borrow your bike? I say borrow, I might not give it back. 60%. Stuff he's had me doing recently don't even make sense. So you're like the mayor's enforcer or something? Protesting in the desert, carting stuff through tunnels. Yeah, because he was trying to create a narrative. He had me throwing garbage at some float. %. I thought at least driving this thing might be fun. I mean, look at it. Beautiful. Yeah, it does look cool. Was it not? Was it a real menace to handle or something? No, before I even got close to top speed, the whole thing seized up on me. Oh, okay. Well, that's because it's dirty, dude. And also because the engine is probably not cut out for this sort of thing. It's probably some hodgepodge of alien and terrestrial technology, and it doesn't actually work properly. It needs to be optimized or something. Let's try and get the rear wheel as well. Yep, good. Did we get this rear wheel? No, we did not. Just got to get the angle looking down inside it. There we go. Okay, so we're at the point almost that I think it's just the sort of crystal residue now that we need to clean off everything. So now we don't mind cheesing it. We should start from the bottom as well. Start from the top rather and work down. I'm just going to cover it. I should have enough in the tank to literally cover off everything else that needs cleaning. And it'll evaporate off anything that isn't in need of cleaning. And everything else will just be caked. Is this how this works? Am I doing it right? Is this how I'm supposed to play your game? Are you proud of me, developers? Caking everything in just soap? Is this what you want? I mean, all of the dings is definitely what I want. Full thrust, yes, this is a Blake... Oh, so you're working for Blake Thrust. That's what I'm guessing. Is Blake Thrust actually the mayor? Is that the thing? I haven't worked that bit out yet, with what the relationship between those two is. If there is any. Oh, ding 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 ding, there we go. Lovely. Suspension system casing still needs a bit of work, apparently. Is it that angle? No. Is it along the top? Maybe? Maybe you didn't quite get all the soap everywhere. There we go. Front wheel well still needs working on, apparently. Well, I don't know what I'm still meant to be cleaning there. Underneath there, somehow? How am I supposed to get that angle? Like that. Okay. As usual. And suspension system casing on this side as well. Ding, 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 ding. Cool. So suspension system and suspension system casing. So it seems we didn't quite get all of these. There we go. So that was the casing. Where's the suspension system? This bit here. There we go. And then headlight well. We missed one of those apparently. There you go. Oh, both of them in fact. There you go. Whoa, okay. Hey Flo, you anywhere near Buckingham by any chance? It's all gone down at the theatre. What, again? Whee! Okay, off he goes. So he didn't really tell me anything as such. But that's a fun way to finish. I feel that needs to be a wider shot for the end. Zoom, zoom, zoom. What does it look like when I use the soap? Oh, you do see the soap actually there. There we go. I don't care what anyone told me, I'm putting this thing into flow mode and getting this delivery done. Then I'm finally out. Okay. Yeah, I still don't quite get what's going on there. Yeah, it doesn't really leave us with anything like, is he working for the mayor? Is he working for Blake Thrust? Is Blake Thrust working for the mayor? I don't know. Is there any new furniture? Such a short job, I don't imagine there's... Oh, there we go. Retro chair small. Imagine if Bauhaus wasn't a school of art but an actual school. These would be the chairs in its cafeteria. Brilliant. Okay, so that's that. So what's next then? Something in Buckerton. So it's the theatre again. Theatre sets. Oh, okay. Latest musical Jeff, an expose on all the shades. Okay, so that's the bit that he had to do the cease and desist on. Well, where's the futuristic bike? Well, there's the shopping mall. That's the owl statue was our thing for that. Oh, there it is. There's the futuristic bike. Ah, I thought only one thing was going to fit up here, but it's two. Interesting. So we've got 1, 2, 3, possibly 4, 5, possibly 6. So maybe we're not as close to the end as we thought. Alright. Well, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time.